I want to make this video for you today and send it out because something happened last month. 3 separate times that had never happened in my 17 years as a professional realtor until last month. People pretending to be an owner of a property and they weren't. And you hear on the radio, on TV, these companies like Home Title Lock, like to protect your home's title or vacant land title against fraud. And it's a real thing out there. And to happen 3 times in 1 month to one agent, that's crazy. I can only imagine how many times that happened in our area in Southeast Louisiana and then elsewhere around the country, because that's never happened before. So how common is it? And what is home title fraud and how does it work? So a couple of things. FBI crime stat, first and foremost, how popular is it? In the grand scheme of fraud out there, it's not that common. All right, so we can all breathe like, whew, okay. Nobody's not gonna steal my title tomorrow. It's not like people are trying to bust in. However, it was about $350 million in fraud, in real estate fraud last year. So if you're one of those numbers, like, okay, if you're 1 in a million, you don't want to be that one that loses your home's title or have to fight to get it back, because then it's like you're guilty until proven innocent. What a hassle. It's bad enough you can get your social security number and your identity stolen, or, you know, a common one that's been going on for years in real estate fraud is this. On Craigslist especially, people will pretend that they have a property to rent and they're not really the owner, and then people send them like a $900 deposit to rent the property, and it's not really for lease. It happens to be for sale, and somebody saw that, and co-opted and stole it. That's a small thing, like $900, but if somebody steals your title, so how is it? What is it? How does it work? Somebody forges a deed transferring ownership to them without your knowledge. That gets registered in your local clerk of court, in your local courthouse, and that fraudster is the owner of record. Like, holy cow. And then what they do is they commence to either try to sell the property for real, or they take out a loan against the property and, you know, by forging who you are, stealing your identity again, and suddenly you're stuck with this mortgage. Like, holy cow. So it's rare, but the dollars are huge. $900 is one thing. I got snookered out of that, whatever the expression is, like, bummer, $900 or whatever some security deposit is. When you're talking like $150,000 or somebody's pretending that they bought your home, yeah, and it's your biggest investment, that's a huge deal. So what do? Right? Again, you don't want to be the one. The fact that this is happening more, even though it's still a low occurrence, but it's happening more, local governments are creating like clerk of court alerts. So basically you can sign up for alert in your local courthouse on their website, and it will email you like just an alert that, hey, so-and-so is registered on your title, on your home title, or this is trying to be processed. Was this really you? Great, like that's your tax dollars at work. That's what our government should be doing. Is it in all counties, and where we got parishes here in Louisiana? Is it all in count? No, it's not. Down below is some links that we found to local clerks of court where we live in Southeast Louisiana. So if your parish is on there, just click the link. We try to make it as easy as possible for you. If your parish doesn't have it, like Orleans is one of them that doesn't have it right now, I'm sure they're gonna have it within a year, no more than 2. But if you're panicked about it, we've also included a couple of links in there for like Home Title Lock is like specifically to home title, but also like LifeLock. I think they have a product in there, and these are not like, we don't get any money from putting these links in there. This is just free as a courtesy to y'all. If you have a LifeLock already or you don't, LifeLock encompasses more than just your home title, but they should have something like that. The other thing that can protect your interests is when you bought your home, and you have to check the policy, but when you bought your home, was homeowners title insurance. That's a one-time fee that you pay to protect your owner's interest in title. So if you got a mortgage, you automatically had to get title insurance to cover your mortgage company. A lot of times the title company will add on an owner's policy. As you build up equity in your home, you're making your monthly payment and you're building up your equity, that owner's policy would cover your interest. You'd have to check the policy to make sure that would cover title fraud. I'm not saying it automatically does. So if you have it, check the policy. If you don't have it, like if you declined it when you bought your home, you can get with any local title attorney, see what it would take to get title insurance. And that's another way to potentially protect your homeowner's title. Yes, there's a fee for it. The clerk of court registries, what I was originally talking about, just the email alerts, that's free. Again, that's your property taxes at work. So there's a couple of ways to do it for free or low cost. I highly recommend it because it's just peace of mind. Like you do it once, it's done forever. And I would have particularly, strongly, one thing it's on your house, the 3 instances that we had last month all involved vacant land. Absentee owners, they own their house out of state, all right? Nobody was paying attention to that title and the vacant land. So the fraudsters are targeting things that might get by people that sniff it out. It might get by people because people aren't paying attention as much because it's vacant land, meaning the owners. So just word to the wise, especially if you're an investor, if you own and vacant land. So keep that in mind. And I hope you find this useful. If it is useful, please like the video, give it a thumbs up below, and subscribe to the channel because we're trying to just provide content for you, everything to do about real estate. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Blake DeBott. I'm with Magnolia Home and Auto. Living in the Gulf South means we must always be prepared for the possibility of a hurricane arriving with little warning. To ensure you're ready in case a storm heads our way, here are a few essential tasks to be handled beforehand. Number 1, review your insurance policy. Double check that your policy is active and hasn't been canceled. Sometimes cancellation notices can get lost, leaving you without coverage. Confirm that your policy is in place and has been paid. Take the time to understand your coverages and deductibles and don't hesitate to discuss any uncertainties with your agent. Number 2, gather important documents. If you have flood or homeowner's insurance, make sure you have copies of the policy's declaration page. Be sure to take these documents with you if you have to evacuate. Number 3, keep contact information handy. Obtain direct contact numbers for your insurance carrier so you can file a claim if necessary. During a storm, power outages may make it difficult to reach your agent, so having the carrier's contact information on hand will help you start the claims process promptly. Number 4, document your belongings. Prior to a hurricane's arrival, take video and photos of your home and its contents. This documentation should include all interior furniture, electronics, clothing, and other valuables. Don't forget to capture the entire exterior of your home, including the roof's condition, as well as any detached structures. By completing these tasks in advance, you can better protect yourself and your property in case of a storm. Being prepared ensures a smoother claims process and gives you peace of mind during uncertain times. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out via phone or email, and stay safe.